Hey everybody, welcome back to Bud Light's Camera Action. This week, Anthony and I watched Dumb and Dumber 2, and we're joined by Will Caballero, our good friend. This is the sequel to one of the funniest movies ever made, in my opinion, and it was a huge letdown. This movie was basically shown to you in the trailers if you ever saw them, which of course you did because you were beaten over the head with them. So, there's really nothing else to say. Let's just get into it.
I like her a lot.
I know she'll appreciate all the trouble you've gone to find her. Let's call her.
It's ringing.
Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What?
Hey, guys. I know this is weird timing, but I gotta take this. It's my dad.
She's got me on hold.
I don't even know where to start with this movie, seriously. God, welcome. This movie this week was god-fucking awful.
It was a trip down nostalgia road. Actually, it was a sequel. Our first sequel.
Is that true?
It is our first sequel, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna go with the conspiracy theory of Nonstop being a sequel to Taken,
Yeah.
no, it's not our first sequel.
It's I don't. All right, so we did Dumb and Dumber 2, and it pissed me off so much because
Wow.
dude, Dumb and Dumber, I grew up ever since that movie came out on VHS. I have watched that movie at least once a year. I would probably go as far as to say that Dumb and Dumber is the movie that I've seen the most in my life.
Most in your entire life.
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber.
No, I really think that I've seen Dumb and Dumber more than any other movie.
So you would say that you're a Dumb and Dumber aficionado. You know everything up and down about the movie.
Yeah, probably. I love that movie.
See, I've only seen the movie about 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even joking.
Oh.
I only saw it for the first time, probably 10 years ago.
That's crazy. No, Dumb and Dumber is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Not comedy.
I understand your distress tonight.
Yeah. Like, this movie really put me in a bad mood.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Well, I was in that position last week with the non-romantic comedy, The Other Woman, and here we are with Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, you would think that this would be a movie that we would have loved.
If you laughed at The Other Woman, how did you not laugh at this? This was actually... I thought it was funnier. Granted, it got funnier the more beers I drank. But
yeah, well, this is a first. We actually watched the last, 5 minutes together.
We did.
And we actually laughed throughout the last 5 minutes.
I thought the end was actually the funniest part.
I think it was just because it was like residual laughing. Like we were playing off each other. Like I heard you laugh and I was like, all right, that was funny. I'll laugh. But
so you'd say that this is a movie that you can't watch alone.
Yeah, I would watch
it with a friend.
Oh, most definitely. Good transition because we have another friend with us this week.
Yeah, we have a guest, a very dear friend.
Oh,
I'm sure all of you guys know who he is, the mayor.
Because everybody knows who he is. He is, I think, one of the only true fans of the podcast. He is an RBC alum. He's a Blue Hen. I believe his AIM account was just Will Cabs. Was it simply just Will Cabs?
I think it was B-Ball King.
Oh my goodness! Well, all right, guys. So
we should get him on here.
Will Cabs.
Welcome. How are you?
Billy, what was your AIM screen name? Because that's how we introduce people.
383, baby.
Oh,
I knew it.
Yes. Wow.
Bring it back.
All right, great. All right, great to have you this week, Will.
Thank you.
Can you? Well, what we usually do with guests, at least our only other guest, is give us a hot take straight out of the gate. Like, what did you think about this movie?
I gotta tell you, it was for me at least, like you, Carl, I grew up on Dumb and Dumber. I was
Thank you, then I'm glad you're here.
I'm offended at Anthony that he's only seen it 3 times.
That is a crazy statement.
I think after we record this, you need to go back and appreciate the first one again.
Listen, I appreciate it, but
I was always a Jim Carrey guy. I feel it's either Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell.
Okay.
And Jim Carrey always struck gold with me, especially in Mr. Popper's Penguins. But this movie was a huge letdown for me.
Oh my God! And you know what?
So it was.
Yeah, huge letdown.
This movie, I was waiting to see for maybe like a year and a half, because I know Jim Carrey came in and out. And,
yes.
And it was a huge letdown. I mean, I had my moments where I laughed, but it just didn't live up to the hype.
You know what? That doesn't even mean anything to me anymore, because, like, I've watched now The Other Woman, and there are parts in that movie where I laughed, and that movie is god-awful. So if I could find, like, bright spots in that, I can find bright spots in anything. And I laughed at this movie, but it was fucking terrible. Also, this was the second time, I know that this was the second time that you've watched this, Will, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was the second time.
This was the first time I saw it.
Second time I've watched it, and I thought the first time I actually enjoyed it. This time, it was like pulling teeth. Nothing made me laugh. Nothing made me smile.
I feel the same way.
Oh my God.
Thank God I'm drinking right now.
Did you guys watch the movie the first time with another person, with a friend?
No, I watch all movies alone, pretty much.
All of them alone. That's a very sad example. No wonder why. I mean, comedies are supposed to be watched with people.
No.
I think it would have been funnier if we all watched it together, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. I think the three of us would have had a great time if we watched this together.
This is a drinking movie. This is a movie where you come home and you watch it after a night at the bar at 2 a.m.
Sure, I would agree with that.
You don't watch it at your leisure. Maybe we should run down what happens in the movie.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So, Jeff Daniels, by the way, incredible performance.
Yeah.
Coming off of Newsroom, where he's very serious, and now he's back to being an idiot.
All right, so good.
That's acting, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm glad you brought that up, Ant, because Jeff Daniels actually won his first Emmy Award the night before production on this movie started. So
What did he win?
He won an Emmy.
Yes, for Newsroom.
Right. So he literally went from being like praised as one of the greatest actors of the year for a great role, because that's an amazing show, and then he went to this. Like, that is, I don't know if that's good or if it's bad.
No, that's acting.
It's acting, for sure.
That's Nicolas Cage. That's Nicolas Cage caliber acting right there.
That doesn't make any sense.
I have no comment.
Thanks, Will. So, all right. So let's just start running this movie down. It starts with, I'm sure you've all seen it, because over the past year, you couldn't escape the trailer for this movie. It was everywhere. So it starts with Jim Carrey, Lloyd Christmas, reprising his role, but this time he is in a hospital and hasn't talked in 20 years after the events with Mary from Dumb and Dumber. Mm-hmm. Basically, Harry has been coming to visit, every week or something?
Every week for the past 20 years.
Yeah. And you find out that the entire thing was a joke, and that Lloyd was just joking, and he was pretending to be brain dead for 20 years.
Would you come and visit me for 20 years?
No.
Mike?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
You'd leave me out to dry, you son of a bitch.
You wouldn't change his diapers, Mike?
No. Wait, are you saying every week? Like, I wouldn't...
Every week? You wouldn't come visit me if I was like that.
How far would I have to drive?
Catatonic steak. Same town.
Oh, like if you were here... Yeah,
we lived in the same town.
Yeah. I thought you meant, would I make a drive to Virginia every week?
Well, I mean, come on.
No. But yeah, if we were in this situation and you were a vegetable, I would visit you for 20 years every week.
Good. I think I would visit you guys.
Yeah. Oh, Will, absolutely. I just thought you said you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I would have Will in a heartbeat. But
Brendan, we would pay to stay in a mental institution.
oh, Billy, you made that right there was worth watching this movie.
Yes. Price of admission. The hot take from Willie.
So Harry tells Lloyd that he's sick and he needs a new kidney. They go. Fuck this movie sucks.
Yeah, so they go. So Lloyd reveals that it's all a gag. You guys seen the scene? He rips the catheter out. I mean, I feel like they showed the entire movie pretty much in the trailer.
Well,
They show all the funny parts.
yeah, there were multiple trailers too. So I mean, like you saw a lot of this movie before it came out.
So they go back, same apartment where they were, and
Petey,
the blind kid in the
Billy,
wheelchair's there.
Billy, yes. That part was
So
funny.
Lucas Bird, that part was funny. Yeah.
There's a funny thing about him too. Like who made this? The Farrelly brothers? The Farrelly brothers, right? Yeah. They couldn't find him. Like they wanted him to come back and play Billy like again.
Mm-hmm. They couldn't find him.
Yeah, they couldn't find him because I guess he's not an actor. Or I mean,
just call up the Screen Actors Guild. You can find him real quick.
No, I don't. But that's the thing. I don't think he's an actor. So.
So you're saying that the original Billy from the first movie is just some guy they got off the street?
Well, he's a kid. He was just a kid. I don't think.
Kid they took?
I don't think he went on to like continue acting.
That's the only thing he's ever been in.
So the Farley brothers actually found him through Facebook.
No way.
Yes, and then because there's like regulations for the way that you have to like get people to get roles or whatever, he actually had to audition for the role again.
So, do you think that he was the best Billy, or do you think other Billies were better?
No, I think they just did it because it was him.
Yeah, but I want to see those audition tapes.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. Because I want to see if they made the right choice.
What do you think?
I thought Billy was funnier 20 years ago. He wasn't as funny this time around.
Yeah, of course he was funnier then. He did a lot of voiceover work. I guess he was like a.
Okay.
That's it though. I just looked it up.
Yeah, him and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Fuck.
Did you know that? So they go back to the apartment, and Harry's got a new.
Yeah.
He's got a new roommate.
Ice Pick.
Who's an ice pick.
He's a meth dealer.
Meth cook. Did you know who that was?
Yeah, it was. You don't in the movie. You have to look it up. But it's
Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's Bill Murray.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Will, you didn't know that?
I did not know that. That's great.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like, he's wearing a mask. You can't tell. But because Anthony and I now do this shit, we have to look at that stuff up. And that is Bill Murray.
Wow, that's gold.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
I was kind of hoping that he'd have a larger role.
Me too.
I wanted to see Bill Murray back in action, but
if Bill Murray was in this movie, it would have been hilarious, I bet.
Yeah. The casting was questionable. You have Andrea from The Walking Dead and Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle was funny. Will, what did you think about him?
No, the first one.
When he's Travis.
What was that all about?
I loved it.
What?
His hairstyle, the first Rob. All right, well, let's continue with the movie.
Yeah, no, you're right. We'll get to his hair. I thought it was funny.
I mean, he looked like he was like 16 years old. Okay, so
I know, it was funny. That's a part of the movie that made me laugh.
So they go back to the apartment. Bill Murray's a drug dealing, a meth cook.
Yeah.
And they find out Harry needs a new kidney. And so they go on a quest to find some relatives to donate a kidney to him.
Yeah.
So they go down the street, hilarious, to his parents who are Asian.
Yeah. Yes.
He's got Asian parents. He's adopted.
That's also that's not a callback to the original movie. Like
it's not, right?
Yeah, his parents aren't Asian in the first movie. So I don't know what the fuck that was.
Well, I thought it was funny because it's like, oh yeah, the Asian people, they adopted a white baby.
Right, yeah.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, it's, satire.
So that was like, all right, you're clever, Farrelly Brothers.
The stuff with the Asian people was actually funny, though. And I don't know why. Like, it wasn't funny. But, like they say, oh, Harry, we haven't seen you in such a long time. And it sounds like wrong time. So they're like, oh, wrong time? All right, we'll come back later. And then the part where the mother starts speaking Chinese... And Jim Carrey he goes, what? What was that? Like, that part was hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Willie, you have a hot take on that part?
I love that, speaking of Bill Murray, I love that he called her a gopher.
Yes.
And then she made the face and he said, oh, perfect.
Yeah. I couldn't think of that part. That was I was trying to think of.
When he said that.
Yeah. Good call. When he's like, oh, I get it. She's the gopher from Caddyshack. Yeah, that part was funny. And then there was another one. It was, they said, like, Harry, we love you. And Jim Carrey goes, do you love him long time?
Yes, dude, it's a funny movie.
I didn't laugh when it happened, but like looking back at it,
it's one of those things where, like, you know what? I'm about to honestly say that I didn't laugh at Step Brothers or Tropic Thunder. Not Tropic Thunder. Pineapple Express. The first time I saw it by myself.
What?
Seriously, really? I didn't. And now I think that they're like the funniest movies. I think once you start like quoting the movies with your friends and watching it, then it's a funnier movie.
So hold on. You have only seen Dumb and Dumber 3 times.
Correct.
You didn't laugh when you saw Pineapple Express, and you didn't laugh when you saw Step Brothers.
Yeah, I watched them by myself, and I didn't laugh. I watched it.
I could watch either of those movies and just crack up the entire time.
Well, now I can. I think these kind of movies, they take time to settle.
No. Because this is the second time I watched this, and it's horrible. And Will just said the same thing, too.
I think the third and fourth time you'll laugh.
I bet you I will never watch this again.
All right, well, next time we go out drinking, we're going to put it on after we go out, and we'll see how much we're laughing then.
I'm never watching this movie again.
All right, that's what you say.
Will, what about you?
You might have to put me in a mental institution.
Oh. So...
Right, where were we?
They find out that Harry has a kid through his mail.
True. From 23 years ago.
Yeah. And they decide that would be the best way to get a kidney, because that'll be a match.
Yes, an adult child will be a match.
Right. Before that, actually, there's they mention, I guess it's Jeff Daniels. He says, like, oh yeah, he says, I've seen every episode of Full House.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I read that the reason he says that is because I guess he gets confused with Dave Coulier a lot.
Oh, dude, all the time.
Yeah. So they made that joke because obviously he is Uncle Joey on Full House. So they decided to throw that in there. And it was just like an inside joke, and it was just like, what? Like, I don't know, man.
I feel like a lot of them were inside jokes. I think they just made this movie just because they just wanted to.
No, I think they made this movie because they knew it would make a bunch of money.
Well, yeah.
This is a money grab.
We'll get to how much it made.
Yeah.
Let's continue on with the story. So they go to find Harry's child. They go to the mother of the child, the biological mother of the child.
Yeah.
Who's Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Former Smoke of the Year, now not so much.
She's Chandler Bing's dad on Friends.
Wow, that's a hell of a call. Or Charlie Runkle's boss in season 3 of Californication.
Yes. Yes.
That's all I know Kathleen Turner from. Apparently she was really hot in the 80s.
Yeah, that's all I know her from, too.
Yeah.
She's not hot now. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that much.
Well, for sure not. So...
I'm looking at pictures. No, she wasn't. She has the same face.
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't hot.
Well, people in the 80s thought she was hot.
Yeah, well, people in the 80s had a
should probably
weird...
pull our parents or something. I don't know.
I mean, actually... No, not hot. Nope, sorry. Not giving it to her.
We'll leave that up to the people. So...
I am the voice of the people.
Yeah. So... they find out that she put the daughter up for adoption and that she got a letter back saying not to contact her, but got a return address.
Yeah, so, right. Oh, wait. Also, so her name is Freda Felcher. Do you know... This is so gross. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it.
Right.
The reason...
Now you have to mention it.
Well, yeah, but the reason that she got her name... is from a sex act called felching.
Really? That totally went over my head.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what it is, but what's that? Urban Dictionary. Look,
all right, I'll look it up.
Look it up. It's fucking gross.
Sounds gross. Well, I mean, it turns out she was pretty gross at the end.
Yeah,
but,
she's gross. She's a whore.
Yeah. So they get this address from her, and she's like, yeah, you can get a car. She works at a funeral home, so they get a hearse.
Yes.
They have to drive to Maryland from Rhode Island, because that's where they live, to go where she lives.
By the way.
Oh, you looked it up right now?
Oh, felching is disgusting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Well, now we're about to drive up the hits from Urban Dictionary right now. So.
Oh, man.
It is disgusting. Anthony, look it up. Hold on. Take a second and look it up.
All right. Let me look it up. Felching.
I'll fill the air.
Right?
Yeah, it's felching.
All
yeah.
right, let me see.
Also, Will, go ahead. Also, to anybody listening, look this shit up, and then also look up Kathleen Turner in anything she was in like the 80s. She has the same exact face. The body's just skinnier. It's not that attractive.
With a straw, though?
Oh, dude, come on. Come on.
Not a babe.
Not a babe. Oh, thanks, Will. Will, you're killing it right now, looking stuff up.
All right, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know another funny thing about her? Jennifer Lawrence is a huge fan of Dumb and Dumber, the original movie. Mm-hmm. So she actually lobbied to get a part in this movie. She was going to play the young Freda Felcher. And she actually did. There were scenes shot where she plays the young Freda Felcher. It was taken out. I
noticed that they don't show her face. They don't show her anything. The young one.
Yeah, but she filmed the cameo, and she requested that it was pulled. So I can only imagine she must have had the foresight to know that this movie was going to suck.
Hey, I don't want to be in this movie.
Yeah, that's pretty bad when you lobby to get a part and then you're like, no, actually take it out. I don't want to be.
She's not that bad.
Kathleen Turner, she's not good looking, dude.
I mean, it was she was pretty 40 years.
Nah.
Bud Lights.
maybe it's.
I don't know if I make that bad decision, man.
Maybe it's the Chardonnays. I don't know. I've
well
made some bad decisions. I don't know.
Dude.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, where were we just now? Were you making the joke about how they were supposed to drive to Maryland?
Yeah, so they're going to Maryland to go find Harry's daughter, and she's not there.
Yeah.
She just got sent off to a Ken Talks, which is hilarious for TED Talks. They can't do TED Talks, so it's a Ken Talk.
Yeah.
And that's going on in El Paso. So here we are, same situation as the last movie. They have to travel across the country
To find a girl.
This time it's Harry's daughter. So here we go. We're 40 minutes into this slosh fest. And
Well, I guess we have
get
to...
introduced to her adoptive parents, which is
there you go.
he's a famous scientist.
Yeah.
And then his money-grubbing...
it's Lori from The Walking Dead.
Andrea from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Andrea, sorry.
I mean, I hate her.
Yeah.
I hate her so much. Really?
I
You
actually...
like her?
Oh, I think she's a babe.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you, Will.
I mean, you guys got to get your brains checked.
Okay, Anthony, so then you can take Kathleen Turner. Will and I will be just fine with Lori Holden.
Listen, she can felch me anytime.
Really? It's getting filthy now. Dude. You don't want that.
If they haven't looked it up yet, they're going to look it up now, and Will... So, I'm sorry, but your dating life is not going to be the same after this podcast.
That's why I don't have one.
Well, I mean, whatever.
So, I mean, she seems like she sucks. And
I don't know. Whatever.
What's her relationship with Rob Riggle?
She's banging him.
Yeah, I know, but like, why is he allowed in the house? Why is the husband cool with him being there?
Oh, he works for them. Yeah, he's like the handyman.
He works. Okay, he's the handyman. Okay,
Yeah.
so she's banging the handyman, who's Rob Riggle with a ridiculous haircut.
I was on Lori Holden's IMDb and I just pulled up a picture and it's her and Rob Riggle and he looks so funny with that haircut.
So Rob Riggle has the Keanu Reeves and Point Break haircut going.
Oh my god. I think that's the funniest part of this movie.
It is. It really, truly is. So
Dude, and she's a smoke.
There's a few gags that you see in the trailer.
Yeah.
And so they're off, right? They're like, oh, she's at this Ken Talks. Turns out the dad's got this $1 billion invention to save the world.
Right.
Very, very convenient, just like the briefcase in the last movie.
Exactly.
So Rob Riggle comes with them, and they're just, typical idiots on the road to El Paso. Rob Riggle wants to kill them. You see all the gags that they do, though, like the farting game and the fireworks and the hotel room where he jumps into the pool.
That part was kind of funny.
I mean, it was funny. Would he be lit on fire, though?
Well, unless his blankets got lit on fire.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't think fireworks would do that. Like,
There's a lot of pop.
Yeah, there were a lot of fireworks.
I guess, yeah, you guys are right. I don't know, Willie, what'd you think of Rob Riggle in this?
I mean, I gotta be honest, the first Rob Riggle, I loved. I thought he was hilarious.
Yes, Travis was...
Haircut,
yes.
From the haircut to the flannel shirt, he killed me. And then, he just left. And the second Rob Riggle came, and he just didn't do it for me.
Well, now everyone's very confused because now they think there's two Rob Riggles in the movie, and
that was a good transition point.
You're correct in saying that. Wow, Will, crushing it right now. So they finally piss off Rob Riggle with Keanu Reeves' Rob Riggle so much.
He's now going to kill them.
He sets off like an explosive, something to make their ear.
It's another firework. It's another firework.
Firework. Okay. But he didn't know that he stopped in the middle of a train track when before he shoots him, he gets hit by a train and dies on impact.
Dude, that part.
And I hear you guys laughing.
Yeah.
And you can't say that you didn't laugh at this movie.
No, it's not like him dying. When he screams, like he gets out of the car and he's like, I forget. He's like, all right, like later, dicks or something like that. He's gonna shoot them, and he turns and looks, and there's a train coming, and he's just like, ah!
That was fucking hilarious.
And he gets hit by the train. And the first, I didn't laugh this time. The first time that I watched this movie, I thought that was hilarious.
Well, I didn't see it coming at all.
Oh, really?
To be honest. No,
Okay.
I didn't expect him to get hit by a train. I knew he wasn't going to shoot them.
You can see the train tracks, though, if you look. You can see that he is parked on train tracks.
Well, I watched this movie on my phone.
Right, that's true.
Because my computer sucks and it wouldn't let me stream any videos. So I probably put a virus pirating this on my phone.
Hey, man, take some of our sponsorship money from T-Mobile or whatever and get a new computer.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think you should.
I just bought a car, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, your famous Jetta. Hot girl, baby.
It is sick.
Hey.
All right, the Civic is old news. I loved it and forgot it real quick.
All right, well, this isn't car talk. When we have Austin Mashisha on, we can talk about your car.
maybe when we do Days of Thunder, we'll have them.
Gone in 60 seconds.
So anyway, Rob Riggle's out.
Yes, he's
Doesn't
dead.
kill him. Gets hit by a train. The hearse goes with them. Our lovely idiots Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels are now stranded in the middle of nowhere on the way to El Paso.
And Jeff Daniels is now deaf.
Yeah, he's now deaf. They need to get hearing aids. You saw that scene. They go into a nursing home.
Yeah, Jim Carrey fists an old woman.
Yep.
Disgustingly.
And they take her. Well, she gives them her hearing aids.
Yeah.
Because they earned them.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice movie.
That lady is gross.
Coincidentally, I made tacos tonight for dinner.
Oh.
And I was in the middle of eating a taco when that scene happened.
And I bet you ate it real quick.
Sour cream came out of my nose. I was disgusted. I almost threw up.
Yeah, right. You were into it.
Just kidding. I ate that taco so quick.
Oh. Dude, they were gonna rob that lady.
Yeah. They were.
Like, our two, main characters who are just, dumb, happy-go-lucky guys who are just looking for their one of their daughters. She says that she has diamonds, and immediately they're like, oh, fuck this, let's rob her.
Yeah, that was very uncharacteristic.
I wasn't cool with that. It was a huge character, change.
It was.
I don't know.
For only, one scene, though, and then they're back to being idiots. They got the hearing aids and they're out.
I mean, if you go back to Dumb and Dumber, all that money that they spent, they were going to pay it all back with IOUs.
Just as good as
They're IOUs, just as good as cash. But they were just going to rob this old lady blind.
Yeah, that was a conscious effort to rob her.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? I don't know.
That was weird. Maybe, they got a little smarter in 20 years. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just didn't like that. Those aren't the Harry and Lloyd that I knew.
Yeah, you're right. Well, things change, man. That's
20
the way it
years.
is.
20 years. This movie was about 15 years overdue.
Yes, it really was. All it took was a Jeff Daniels Emmy.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey to realize he's not a dramatic actor.
No. And it was a big money grab.
Yeah. Well, I thought Jim Carrey was hilarious in Yes Men.
Yes, I did
Man.
too. That's a funny movie.
So I thought he was on his way back. He was pretty funny in The Office on his little appearance that he had on there about the Finger Lakes.
He's
Still
done,
do with the Finger Lakes.
yeah. He's done other things since Yes Man, though.
Yeah, Mr. Popper's Penguins, which Will alluded to.
Right. Yes, of course. And he did Kick-Ass, 2.
Right.
Yeah.
He was pretty funny in that too.
He was also in Anchorman 2.
Yes,
so he's hilarious.
Yeah,
that
he
was
was.
That was another letdown sequel to me. I really
Oh,
didn't
that
like
movie sucks.
I just thought that scene was great with Will Smith and Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they all start
that
coming
scene-
back, that part is
That
funny.
scene was good.
But other
But
than that,
Anchorman 2.
oh, that movie sucked.
Oh, boy. So let's continue on with the story. They go to the Ken talk.
So Travis is now dead.
Rob Riggle 1 is dead, but don't worry, Rob Riggle has a brother who's special ops.
Yeah.
Here's to take his place.
Wait, hold on. So Anthony, you didn't like Rob Riggle too?
I didn't like Rob Riggle 1.
I
What?
wasn't a fan of Rob Riggle too.
His name is Captain Lippincott. Yeah, that's his name. She
Rob
says it in the
Riggle 2
movie.
was better, I thought.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No. Travis was definitely better. But I thought Captain Lippincott was funny too.
I don't know. I liked Catton better.
all right.
When he's like camouflaged as the vending machine,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
I fucking lost it.
that was real.
Yeah, I know it was real. You know that Rob Riggle was a Marine, right? For like 20 years.
Yeah, I know. But like there's multiple times. He does it 3 times in the movie. One of them's in like the credits. But
I didn't make it to the credits.
I know you didn't. But one of them's in the credit. Oh, there's a big part in the credits that I know you didn't get to, and it's hilarious.
All right, well let's power through the rest of this movie.
Yeah. All right.
The plot.
So now they're at the Ken Talks and they're looking for Penny, Harry's daughter. They run into some Canadians who know her. And that happens, right? At this point?
Yeah, the Maple Leafs fan.
Yeah, no.
the dudes.
But no. But before this, they go into the conference, and they are mistaken for Penny's actual father, the scientist.
Yes, well, Harry is, because they say that it's her father.
Yes, right. So one of another just like gross things that they do in this movie
I know exactly where you're going.
when they get the free beers. Will, actually, you'll really appreciate this. The other day on Boomer and Carton was talking about this.
Was he?
At this exact scene he was talking about.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
It was hilarious, especially since I knew I was going to have to watch it a few days later. I was cracking up. So basically what they do is they come in and they go up to the bartender and they say, how much are beers? The bartender says they're gratis. They say that's way too expensive, not realizing that everything is on the house. They decide to pull a swift one, and they pour a bunch of beers in the same glass to make it look like they just got a full beer. They then take their hand and shove it down their ass. They call a woman over and tell her to smell the beer because they think it's bad. She then smells their fingers, and it smells like shit. So she gets them 2 new beers. It's pretty funny, especially since then Lloyd says, I learned that move from the best. And he looks up to the sky and he goes, thanks, Mom. Like that part, that's pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Do you think that would work at a bar?
I bet it would.
I gotta tell you, it's pretty genius.
I mean,
That's pretty. I mean, like,
It's disgustingly genius.
yeah.
do we have the balls to try it?
Why? We're not poor.
Yeah, but do it for the story.
All right, you do it, and I'll watch as you look like...
Going downtown, we'll have to do that.
yeah, as Anthony's shoving his hand down his pants, I'll sit there and watch
I'll do it
as...
in the bathroom. I won't do it.
I don't care. I'll tell everybody.
We're not animals.
All right, yeah, well,
I'm not an animal.
some would disagree. So, Harry and Lloyd now are believed to be famous scientists. And
Well, Lloyd is his assistant.
his assistant, yeah, but he's still a scientist or whatever.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So they're ushered into I guess it's like a presentation for one guy's science project, and they start like calling him a nerd and stuff, and a Stephen Hawking knockoff comes over, and they get into an argument with him, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was hilarious. They thought that they were in his brain.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. So this one guy who was giving like the presentation admits that like he's a fraud because they're like heckling him, and he just like loses it, and he thinks that they're like geniuses. So that woman,
The British lady.
Yeah, the British woman who's running the conference. This was the one part during this viewing that I really laughed at.
I died laughing at this.
Yeah, when she comes on stage and she's like, okay, like, we're going to take a short break. I just ask everybody to act in a professional manner. And the Harry and Lloyd, Will, you want to go ahead?
Show us your tits, both of them.
Dude, I laughed so hard during that part.
First off, Will, great delivery.
Thank you.
That was flawless. Secondly, that was hilarious. I thought that part was so good. Just a personal tidbit on this.
No, I think that would be a lot of people's favorite parts, because that was a hilarious part. Let's be
I was
real.
rushing off guard.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. It threw me off guard. I didn't think they were just gonna pop out like that.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty funny. So after this, Lloyd gets kicked out of the conference because they say he's not on the guest list. Harry and Lloyd then get into an argument because Harry realizes that Lloyd is in love with his daughter. So they tell him to leave. As soon as he leaves, this is perfect timing, he gets a phone call from Penny. They arrange a meeting because Penny is still confused about the fact that she's not meeting her father, Dr. Pitchlow or whatever. She's actually meeting Harry. I thought the meeting between Penny and Lloyd was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it was funny. Because then, like, okay.
Yeah, this is where they give you, like, a twist in the movie.
Yeah, there's a bunch of twists that come right in a row, and this is near the end of the movie.
Yeah, we flew through this.
Yeah, no.
Which I'm happy about.
I mean, there's not a lot of depth. We're not talking a very deep movie. It's
this isn't like Inception or Memento.
Yeah, this is a linear ride that we're going on.
Yes.
The characters aren't exactly very deep. So Lloyd is eating. Wait, this part made me hilarious. Wong's restaurant.
yeah. What?
And the Asian dude and the Mexican dude hugging as like the logo.
Yeah.
I fucking lost it.
Yeah, Wong's.
I was like, I need a Wong's in my city, and I needed it yesterday.
Yeah, they were eating like Asian tacos, right?
Asian tacos. That would be the number one happy hour spot.
Yeah.
In any city, let's be real. Wong's.
I would eat at Wong's.
I would eat at Wong's 3 times a night.
Will, what's your thought on Wong's?
That'd be my Wednesday night special.
Yeah.
Oh, so now at this point, Lloyd is in love with Penny. He's now met her. He has like an infatuation with her, but now he's met her and he is totally in love with her. And she then reads the letter from Freda from Miss Felcher.
Felcher.
She reads the letter and realizes that Harry is her father. While she's reading the letter, though, Lloyd thinks now, through the letter, he now thinks that Penny is his daughter. Mm-hmm. Which is weird, incestual. That, like, this whole movie, he's been like fantasizing about banging this girl, and now he thinks it's his daughter.
That was really weird.
Weird dynamic.
Not surprising though.
No,
That wasn't a surprising twist.
no. She looks like Lloyd.
Yeah, they both have brown hair.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't really look. Oh, by the way, this girl is like a complete idiot the entire time. So you believe that she's one of their daughters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. Well, let me just ask you guys, because this is what's really important. Did you guys think that she was hot?
Yes.
Will?
Will's where'd Will go? Let me tell you who she reminded me of.
Is it a person in our life?
She's a person not no one we know personally.
Oh, damn it. Because you had just called someone hot, and then you were going to say, I wanted you to do that on the podcast. That would have been amazing.
No.
If you propose to somebody on
I'm not
this,
gonna give you that satisfaction.
you're going to propose to somebody on the podcast. All right, go ahead.
She looked like Sammy Cacciatore's sister from BMS.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A little bit. A little less slutty looking.
I think she looks like Rachel Bilson.
Rachel, kind of. But you know what? She's a soap actress.
Yeah, I know. I saw she's on Days of Our Lives.
I know you know because I know you watch your soaps. You love them.
I'm on IMDb a lot. That's how I know. But
Willie, what do you think of
Penny.
Penny? Hot or not?
You in or no?
I thought she was big.
Yeah, she was. All right, good. So we're in agreement.
The only thing we've agreed on so far this movie.
I don't know if it was. I mean, she was gorgeous, but I think her being a dope really just made it for me.
Okay. So we're learning things about each other. Will likes dumb, cute girls.
Basically.
Well, if any ladies are listening at this point after our terrible reaction to the other woman, Willie's single. He's looking for a dopey cute girl.
Push me into a bush.
Yeah. Bush Club.
That was the funniest part, but we'll get to that.
This, speaking of, men being pigs, as you two just were, this movie, it has 1 win and 2 nominations for things.
What?
Yeah, no. They're like bullshit. They're bullshit. It was nominated for the Golden Trailer Awards, which Matt brought that up about Nonstop.
Nonstop was nominated as well.
It was nominated for Worst Picture in the Houston Film Critics Society Awards. It didn't win, though. I kind of want to know what did win. I'll give you that in a second.
We're watching that next.
No, we're not. And it won for the worst male images in a movie from the Women's Film Critics Circle Awards.
That is a prestigious win there.
And what?
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
That is great.
Listen to you, knight in shining armor over here.
Well, I mean, they were terrible people. Oh, by the way, the movie that won that worst movie it's called The Identical.
Never heard of it.
No, me neither. It's starring Ray Liotta, Ashley Judd, and Seth Green. It's about like a guy who looks like Elvis. He's like a rock and roll star. It looks horrible. So, just, for your
yeah, I think so.
The more you know.
The more you know. Thanks, Katy Perry. Great. So we come to the climactic scene, I believe.
Yeah, the meeting now of. Well, they first they meet. So Penny leaves. She ends up running into Harry and Freda. She now thinks that Harry is her dad. Lloyd thinks that he's her dad. And
So now
Captain Lippincott has now pulled. Yeah.
Angela from Walking Dead and Captain Whippincock.
No, Lippincott.
I wish his name was Whippincock. That's what I would name him.
If there's like a Dumb and Dumber 2 like porn, it would be Whippincock.
It's a hell of a parody.
Oh my god.
So Whippincock and Andrea, they discover that Harry's impersonating them, get kicked out of Ken Talks, and then they end up in a bathroom. Whippincock comes up with a gun.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves a standoff, a little hostage situation.
Right.
And he goes to shoot Penny, and Harry blocks it.
Yeah, but you skipped the part where Lloyd comes in with a cooler, and he has now removed his own kidney. He went to Mexico to get his kidney removed so that he could give it to Harry so he lives.
By the way, how did that happen? Oh, because they're in El Paso.
Yes, they're in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, El Paso is right across the border.
Right. So, I mean, it's simple. It makes sense. It's logical in this movie.
It's logical.
Don't try to punch holes in this movie, Anthony.
No, I'm not.
This movie was perfect.
I'm willing to spend all disbelief for this movie.
Okay, good.
So the hostage situation happens, and
no, keep going. Go ahead.
Willie, you want to bring us home, or?
Yeah, I mean, so the hostage situation occurs, and Harry, being the charming hero that he is, takes the bullet for his lovely daughter.
Yes.
And the I forget who was wasn't there an undercover?
It was the Canadians.
The Canadians end up being FBI agents.
That's right.
And the adoptive father wasn't really sick. He shows up and he's like, "I caught you, bitch."
Yeah.
Trying to steal my fortune.
And the $1 million package was cupcakes, no?
Yes.
It was cupcakes, yeah.
And Lloyd had eaten the 2 chocolate ones, and he says that he saved the vanilla for humanity. That was funny.
It was funny. So, see, I mean, this was a funny movie.
No. I'm saying
Very disappointing.
I originally laughed at this movie. When I watched it this time, I hated it.
Okay.
But, you know what I mean? Like, it was funny, but, like, I hated it this time. Because I knew it was coming.
Can I bring up my favorite, the one I laughed at the most, the part?
No.
Of course, Will.
So,
yes, of course.
Billy, when they're talking about Pop Rocks and their bird, and
okay.
Harry puts the Pop Rocks on his head, and the bird is eating it off, and Penny says, "Oh, well, that's bad for their teeth," and he goes, "Nah, that's an urban legend."
Yeah, a suburban legend.
Suburban legend, that's right. And then the bird explodes.
Yes.
And you think it's the Pop Rocks exploding because of combustion. And then the sniper just missed Lloyd.
Yeah, it's Captain Whippincock.
Captain Whippincock hits the bird.
Yes.
What terrible aim. He's supposed to be special ops.
I know. How did he miss that shot? It was a pretty easy shot.
We're suspending disbelief now.
A good shot of humor, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Lloyd he says in a funny way, like afterwards, spontaneous combustion, however, that's real. So good call on that one, Will.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought that one up. That was funny. So the FBI agents show up and they catch Andrea and Whippincock in the act.
Yes.
And they get arrested, and Lloyd and Harry save the day. But then Kathleen Turner, old Fletcher, fletching around, reveals that
no, get to the hospital. You gotta get to the hospital. So they go to the hospital, and Harry needs to get surgery because he's been shot. And Penny reminds Lloyd, like, "Oh, give him the kidney." So Lloyd is like, "Oh, Doc, you got to put this kidney in my friend." He keeps talking about how he's like their urine matches.
Yeah, that was the
like
whole
not like blood or anything or organ, like their urine matches.
Yeah.
So he gives the kidney to the doctor, and he pulls it out of the cooler, and it's a pork chop. And now this is when Harry reveals that he actually never needed a kidney. It was a gag that he was playing on Lloyd to get him back for the whole coma thing. And you realize that Lloyd actually did have his kidney taken out. I don't know.
That's how you go full circle. That's how you complete a movie.
It wasn't a lot of payoff, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you complete the movie, you find out actually that neither of them are the father.
Yes, there you go. Now go ahead, Anthony. Yeah, say this part.
Yeah, so neither of them the father, and that was a really funny part because they tried explaining how kids were made to Kathleen Turner, Fletch.
Oh, this is the part that all three of us watched together.
Yes, and so they talk about how he grabbed her boobs, and she's just like, yeah, that's not how you make kids. And then
yeah, he was like, I remember when we were in that hot tub, I really went to town on your boobs.
Yeah.
So
that was funny. So then
French tickler.
Yeah, don't forget about the French tickler.
Yeah, there were a lot of Urban Dictionary lookups that we needed to make.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, do or don't. So we end it with two girls, two pretty attractive women walking Harry and Lloyd's way, similar to the end of Dumb and Dumber when the bikini model tour bus pulls up, and this time they say, like, this is our opportunity, like, you know, we can finally do it this time. And you think, like, oh, maybe they've got their shit together and they're gonna like say something to him or whatever. And Anne, I know you like this part, so go ahead.
This part was hilarious. So they're walking towards them, ready to talk to him, and they shove them into a shrubbery.
And they run off. And they run
off, and they laugh and run off. And I thought that was the funniest part of the movie.
And
was
credits.
The very last scene.
Now,
credits. Dumb and Dumber 2.
And I know you didn't watch the credits. Will, did you watch the credits?
No, I was streaming it on my computer, so I'm very upset that I don't know what you're about to say.
Okay, so then I'm glad that I'll be able to inform you guys in on this. Credits, the very end of it, if you go all the way to the end, there is a scene where the two of them Harry and Lloyd are riding on the Zamboni from before. Oh, also, just a quick callback. They are in the Shaggin' Wagon actually makes its way into this movie.
Yeah, that was a huge omission.
Yeah, they find the dog van and they steal it back from the guy that Lloyd sold it to in the first movie. And they go over a huge hill and they're up in the air and they crash, and the dog van is not in the movie for the rest of the time.
It was just in that one scene.
Yeah.
They all saw in the trailer.
Yeah, but they do steal a Zamboni. So at the end of the movie, or the credits, they steal a Zamboni. They're driving down the road. Harry and Lloyd are both drinking milkshakes, and they say, "Oh, those idiots! They got it wrong. I ordered a vanilla milkshake, and they gave me a chocolate." Harry then says, "Oh, well, I ordered a chocolate, and they gave me a vanilla." So clearly the two of them just switched their milkshakes. So they, instead, because they're morons, they decide to just throw them behind them. So they throw them, and it hits a giant truck. So there's milkshake all over the truck window. The windshield wipers go, and you see two guys in this gigantic truck, and one of them looks very familiar. So the other guy, the guy in the passenger seat, goes, "Let's do it. Let's kick their ass, Seabass." And the truck drives straight on like it's going to hit the Zamboni. So Seabass makes an appearance in this movie.
Wow.
Seabass cameo?
Yes.
I missed it?
Yes, very end of the credits. And then it says it's a like poster for Dumb and Dumber 4, FOR. And Captain Lippincott walks out of it. He's camouflaged again.
What?
Yes. You guys
So
missed a lot.
Do you think that they'll make another movie?
No, because it says, it's a huge joke, because it says coming summer of 2036 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like another 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you think that this was better than Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you would say that this is better than Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, for sure.
The terrible knockoff sequel that they attempted 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was terrible.
The prequel.
Yeah.
Of course.
Crazy. Dumb and Dumber probably had one funnier part with the shit all over the bathroom walls part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Saget, right?
yeah. But this movie had more was better. It had more laughs to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's a hot take that I can get behind.
Because this movie, and that's why it falls short of the first one. It doesn't have many one-liners, and that's what makes a comedy for me, at least.
Yeah.
I feel like they recycled a lot of them.
Yeah, they did.
Like, a lot of them are just, like, Lloyd saying the wrong words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a
good nap.
Yeah, and, like, Suburban Legend. Stuff like he says the wrong phrases. Which is whatever. I mean, you know, if you think that's funny, then fine.
Yeah. Well, here's the interesting part, the point that I was thinking when I watched this. Do you think that we would have liked this movie more when we were the age that we first watched Dumb and Dumber? You know, like, do you think that these movies are funny to us now because of the nostalgia?
No,
Or do you
I don't think I would. No.
Or do you think that they were genuinely funnier
Like
20 years ago
so if you're
than
saying
they are now?
So if you're saying
So-
if Dumb and Dumber 2 came out in 94,
If it came out in 1996 or 97 after the first one, do you think that we would have thought it was funny?
no. Dumb and Dumber is just a funny movie.
I think funnier, but not.
Because, see, here's the thing. People don't think that Adam Sandler's funny anymore, but we thought he was hilarious. But kids now think that he's still hilarious.
But now he's playing two kids, like grown-ups, and like that movie is like aimed more towards
I don't
children.
think grown-ups liked movies like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore that we love now when
Well,
we were...
not
when we
grown-ups.
loved them when we were 6 and 7. We just like... Do you think that we just like them because it's like, all right, we thought it was hilarious when we were kids?
That's actually not true. My dad has told me before that that Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are two of his favorite movies.
All right.
Even the Waterboy.
Yeah.
And The Waterboy, yeah.
Yeah, my dad loves The
died
Waterboy.
for The Waterboy.
Yeah, that's true. The first time I ever saw The Waterboy was with my dad. So
Okay.
I think
No, it was just something,
yeah,
you know,
I think they were funnier then.
So you think they were funnier then?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I can get behind it.
All right, let's start hitting our features here so we can wrap
Yeah,
this up.
we gotta hit our sponsors.
Yeah, I've got a little surprise because we're about to do Garrido's Gross Guess. So,
Oh, yes.
so we've got a little new feature. So, ready? Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, ching.
All right.
Yes. That's theme music, son.
I got my own theme music now,
That's
huh?
theme music, son.
Is this sponsored by Shane McMahon's new Chinese Netflix company?
Sure, it could be.
All right. I'll take the sponsorship.
All right, so Garrido's Gross Guess, and Will, this time, you can both get in on this. Will, I'm sure you know the rules, but what we're going to do is both of you are going to guess. You can go back and forth and guess how much this movie has made in the box office. It came out November 14th of 14.
All right, so it's not in the box office yet because, I mean, it's not there anymore.
No, it actually comes out on DVD the 17th.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to guess 30 million.
No. Far more. Will?
Or more.
So this is just domestic, right?
It's just box office Gross. Full.
Gross? Alright, so if it's gross, I would probably say, I would think in the 90s, I'll go 96.
Oh my God. Will, you have no idea how close you were to just being the first winner of Garrido's Gross Guess.
I didn't even win my own segment.
Holy shit. He was so close that it's...
What was it?
It was 86.1. He almost hit it perfect.
86.1.
Holy shit. If you had just said 86 instead of 96, I would have lost it. Wow.
I think I would have just been replaced. Willie would have been on all the time. I would have been out.
Yeah, I think that would have been fair.
We would have been doing Booty Tank next week.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I think that's a new, like the champ stays on.
Yeah. We'll just call in Will for every time we do this.
Just let me know when the theme music goes.
Yeah. Wow, holy shit. Okay, so that was great. We made that segment quick. All right.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Yeah, there we go. That's our next. So, Dumb and Dumber from IMDb received a 6.1, which is pretty good. I think that's generous.
I think it's very generous.
Yeah.
Very fair. Because what did Face Off got like 7 something?
I don't write those down. I only write ours down.
Okay.
But okay, so on to Rotten Tomatoes. The tomato meter, this got 29%, and I feel like that's more representative of what this movie was.
That's 100. That's definitely this is a 29% movie for sure.
Yeah, it got a 4.3 out of 10 average.
Wow.
So, but 29% tomato meter, which is not good. So,
would this movie have improved with Stanley Tucci?
well, no, hold on. We got to go around. We'll do the round table and give our takes. So, Ant, go ahead. What would your score be for this movie? No, we'll give it to Will first. Hold on.
Yeah, Will. Let Will have it first.
All right, I'd probably, on a tomato meter, I'd probably give it like a 48.
Okay. Oh, wow, you're bringing that in.
What?
Yeah, normally we just go 1 to 10 scale, but go ahead, man. Do your thing.
All right, so if we're going 1 to 10, I'll give it a 4.8. I think it
4.8.
4.8.
My man doing decimals just like me.
I like that.
Mike's been clowning my decimals the entire run of this show.
I have not, and this one's actually going to get a decimal from me. So, come on.
All right, go ahead.
No,
you. Give me your number.
I always go last, Anthony.
All right. Would I give the other woman a 2?
Hey, you can't go off other scores, man.
Yes, I can.
All right, fine.
That's how you base it.
All right, you gave it a 1.7.
All right, I'm giving this a 2.1.
A 2.1. That's fair. I feel that's fair. I am actually going to split the two of you. I'm going to give it a 3. Oh, God, I don't know. Yeah, sure. I am going to give it a 3.5.
Is that your highest score that you've given thus far?
No, my highest was non-stop. I gave that a 5.
Okay. Second highest was Made in Manhattan.
No. I gave,
That had Baltimore in it. It's auto 4.
No, I gave Made in Manhattan a 2.
I think everyone liked Made in Manhattan except you.
I think if we do this long enough, we should go back and watch Made in Manhattan again and review it.
Well, we only need 20 more likes to see J-Lo's new movie.
Yeah, you're right.
In Newark, Delaware.
You're right. Will, maybe we'll bring you along for that one since it's your stopping grounds.
I'll be drinking Bud Lights and shotgun, baby.
Oh, baby.
So don't forget, 20 more likes. We should tell people to do that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so go on to Facebook, search Bud Lights Camera Action. Just go on, give it a like. It would really help us out because if we get, I think we're at exactly 20 more likes, and Anthony and I will be making a halfway trip. We will be meeting in the middle of Virginia and New Jersey, and we will be watching what is it called? The Boy Next Door?
The Boy Next Door.
Yeah,
and it's gotten awful reviews.
Yeah, it's
so
gotten
I'm
really
sure
bad.
that you'll love it.
Yeah, I really don't want to do it, but okay, we said we would do it, so we would lose all credibility if we didn't. But fuck. All right, so just like it so that we can go through with this and just get it done with.
Yeah, we're gonna have a very special episode coming this weekend.
Yeah, Anthony and I are actually hitting the road. We will be down in the South. We will be in Nashville, and we're hoping that we can get a few of our roommates on the trip onto the episode as well. That would be pretty sweet.
Are you going to do country themed?
I
want to.
Yeah, we're not totally
But we're not
sure. We're working on it. Any if there's any suggestions, those could help. But all right, let's real quick. Let's do Tucci's take and then get the hell out of here. We're running a little longer than normal.
Tucci would have. I think he would have laughed at this movie, and I think that Tucci. It would have been great if Tucci was the adoptive father.
True. Okay.
That would have made this movie better.
Yeah, Will. Do you know this? Do you know this little game we play?
No. What
Okay,
is this?
it's Tucci's take. Basically, what we do is we put Stanley Tucci into any other any character role in this movie that would improve the movie. So Anthony thinks if Stanley Tucci was playing the adopted father, this movie would have been better.
I think Stanley Tucci would have been great.
As that role?
Yes, is that wrong?
Okay, I am going to go out on a limb, and I am going to say if Stanley Tucci played either Billy or if he played Captain Lippincott and Travis.
No, it had to be Rob Riggle.
I know. That's why I don't want to say that one because Rob Riggle was so good in it. But how funny would it have been if Tucci was like a special ops agent?
That would have been pretty funny.
If Tucci had Riggle's hair.
Yes, exactly. If he was Travis with the hair.
It would have been funny because Tucci's kind of bald, so that would have been hilarious.
No, not kind of bald. He's totally bald.
Well, he's a very diverse actor, so you don't know what you believe. You don't know what you know about Tucci.
Yeah, he's totally bald. All right, so that'll do it.
Hey, Will, thanks for coming on.
Will.
I appreciate the guest spot. I really look forward to doing this again.
Dude, you were great. You have the open invitation, of course. Anytime, you just send us a text, let us know. Anthony, it's been good talking to you in our normal weekly spot.
Yeah,
this is actually normally we do this every Wednesday, but we did one last Sunday, so it's been quite a while since we did this.
It has been a while, yeah. Well, we had Super Bowl Sunday, and now we're gonna have a special episode coming down next.
Yeah, hopefully we can bang that one out. Yeah,
hopefully from the stage of Grand Ole Opry. Am I right?
Yeah, we'll do it live. All right, so as normal, we've probably got something. I've actually got a little something that I want to play. It's going to be from the first movie because this is so much better than this one. But all right, so
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
See it drunk.
Yeah, see it drunk. All right, have a good life, everyone.
Ready, Harry?
Will, thanks again.
Mock, yeah. Ing, yeah. Bird, yeah. 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 Mockingbird, don't everybody have you heard? She's gonna buy me a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, she's gonna buy me a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine. Hey, Lloyd, look, there's some people want to ride too. Pick them up.